It's the thing about playing great players. How frustrating is it with Kyrie and Luka when you think you've got to stop and all of a sudden they find a way to get a basket?
Yeah, it can be frustrating, but it's part of our game. We know we're going to play against two of the better players in our game, and we've had to deal with that. And each series has been, multiple guys who play at that level, but we got to be able to move on from those plays. But it's not those plays that hurt us. It's the things that we control, like offensive rebounding, transition points, second chance points, like stuff like that, turnovers, like things like that are really going to be what we got to key in on for the games going forward.
It's hard to derail those two specifically with ball pressure, like you guys have kind of been able to do with other guys. So in what other ways can you guys be defensively dominant, keep it for much of the year?
If it's not being, we always like to put pressure on people, try to pick them up full court, and tonight they set screens higher. They let Kyrie and Luka kind of get downhill a little bit. Maybe we back off a little bit and just kind of rely on our half-court defense, which we think is one of the better defenses out there. We can kind of load up and be long and athletic in the half-court. So, we just want to keep applying pressure as much as we can, try to make them continue to make tough shots, which they have tonight. We'll see if we can make some adjustments.
What was late game offense when 3.5 minutes or so without a bucket? What did you kind of see in those possessions?
Yeah, honestly, I thought as a whole, guys looked like tired. In the sense that they weren't, we weren't moving without the ball. We weren't setting screens. We weren't getting guys open. We were holding on to the ball a lot. No matter what call we made or set we tried to get into, it was just not a lot of energy put into it. And you can't effectively run anything in the late game without having that energy. And we have to find that. We cannot be that team that goes 3 minutes without scoring against a team like Dallas who has guys who are going to come back at you and make you pay for it.
44 points in the paint in the first half, only 18 in the second half. A lot of that was Kyrie. What were the adjustments made at halftime?
It's just loading up a little earlier. I think that we were giving him, too much space. He's already, one of the better finishers in our game, and we can't give him opportunities to see a clear rim. So our bigs did a good job of helping our guards being over early to help. But I think we'd like to make it a little bit more tough on him at the rim, make it get off the ball a little bit, and make other guys have to beat us.
Was the lob a factor in dropping a little bit and giving them that crucial space, do you think?
It shouldn't have been. We were told to be up.
Okay.
We were trying to take away, those guards first,
the penetration
and
first.
Rely on the backside to kind of chuck and muddy up the roller and make it tougher on them to get those lobs. There was points we did it right, but there was points we gave up both. So we just have to be better at both those things.
What's the biggest adjustment going from the Denver series? A different style of plays like they have a little bit here with Dallas, like both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, two completely different teams as far as the way they play. Jokic plays a lot throughout the post. We had a lot of post help, post defensive principles, and this is a lot of pick and rolls with a guy who can make plays like Jokic and Luka, and a guy that can score, like Kyrie. Puts a lot of pressure on you as far as your pick and roll defensive coverages are, and we have a lot of different coverages and a lot of different rotations that we have to clean up, and that's going to be key for us going forward to be able to defend them.
The Denver series had a lot of blood, so you didn't have a lot of late game situations in that series. Is this could be kind of a bigger focus for you guys tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. I think we haven't been tested like this where we've had to kind of trade basket to basket and late game free throw situations or fouling situations, like stuff that we have to be better at. But we'll learn from it. And I think each game we've learned a lot about ourselves, a lot about what we can get better at. And now obviously it's going to be a long series regardless of what happened tonight.
What do you think of just the contributions you got from guys like Jaden, Kyle, playing pretty confidently off the ball tonight?
Yeah, we just need more of that. And I think Jaden was awesome. Obviously Kyle was awesome. And I think a lot of our guys who normally play well will play better. And I think we had a lot of shots that we got great looks. Just didn't go in for us tonight, and things didn't go our way on that end. But I think we're confident as a team, and we need those guys to stay that way.
Are there ways to be better on the rim? Obviously, you guys generate a lot of good looks from the perimeter, but are there ways that you guys can be more impactful in the paint?
Just cracking the paint is enough. If we can make the reads out of it, because they're a team that they will help, and they will, you know, give you a corner guy outlet and a slot guy, you know, if you make the right read. Like I said, tonight we were throwing passes out of bounds and to the stands, like, you know, stuff like that we can't recover from. Like I said, against such a good team like Dallas.
Mike, there's a game one of a series is oftentimes a feeling out process for both teams. Is there any kind of one thought or feeling or theme you're left with at the end of this one?
For us, it's just all things we can control, the little things. Effort, you know, intensity, energy, being smarter in late game situations, being smarter in the quarters. You know, I think we didn't end the quarters like we needed to. We had multiple chances to go from 6 points to 12 points or, you know, situations like that. And like I said, you can't let a team like Dallas, you know, get close. They have a lot of guys over there that can make plays. And that's what we're taking away right now and just be better at what we do.